Hey y'all, thank you. Welcome back for another episode of Brute and Banter. I'm your girl Ebs, and today we are talking about our favorite time of the year, fall. So this episode will be special dedicated to all the fall vibes going on. And to give a shout out to my lovely host, Duell, what's going on?
Hey, happy
And
Wednesday. Yes, we are definitely feeling fall vibes. As you can see, I am in neutral colors, so this is my favorite time of year. And right now I am sipping from my mason jar because it's very fall time. A
okay.
little blackberry sangria. Y'all know I love my sangria, so mm-mm-mm. Let's get into the fall
Um,
vibes. Yeah.
awesome. Hey, hey, Dr. Dre, Dray. Don't get it
Well,
twisted. How's it going? What you got sipping here? Or brewing in your
it it is going fantastic on this Wednesday. I've got in my cup, my very large cup, some tea because last night I had one single beverage and woke up with the worst headache in America. So I've decided to get a two-handed cup of tea and drink it as if I have some kind of blanket wrapped around my body. And Netflix is currently on, but it's not. So we're just gonna sip it here with you guys.
cup. I have to follow you in that. I got myself over here some coffee that I'm brewing on. Headache and body aches right now, so from so taking it easy, and it's a cup of my niece when she was born. So I was like, oh,
Aw,
look at this.
that's
Adorable.
adorable.
So yeah, fall sweaters are coming out. What is your guys' favorite thing to do in fall, or what is your favorite thing about fall?
It's
Mm.
I think with fall, it's after the summer, so especially because I'm here in Las Vegas. Well, me and Dre are here in Las Vegas. It's like it's finally cooling down, so you can actually just breathe for a minute. Because the dry desert heat, is so overwhelming. I think it starts from like what May to like now, so it's just like a full like 4 or 5 months
Two
of just
seasons, yeah.
yes, like it just we skip spring and we go straight into summer, and summer is just super long. So I think the great thing about fall is everything cools down. Everybody's able to kind of like everybody's going back to work after vacation, back to school. The vibes are very chill. So that's one thing I do love about fall. And of course, you get it's almost Thanksgiving, and that's that whole vibe, and just I like the fall fashion, obviously. So yeah, we'll
What if,
get
what
into
if, what about you, Jay? What's your favorite thing in fall? Like,
All of those things that Dual said. But I also like the idea of not feeling like I have to go outside. The fall makes me feel like I'm supposed to be sitting in front of the TV or sitting in front of the fire, sitting in front of something. I'm just not doing anything. That's what fall makes me feel like. And I need to change that actually because fall is a good time to get yourself together.
on that note, that was my next thing. Like, what do you like? Because I know for me, what I love about fall is Halloween. I love Halloween. So knowing that that's coming close, I love anything pumpkin. So it's like at least I can have an excuse to go to Starbucks and get pumpkin spice every day if
mm,
I could.
I forgot.
Um,
she's
I'm
a
mad about
pumpkin
like
it.
spice girl. She's
I
that
love
girl.
like girl, like September 1st. I'm looking for pumpkin stuff. I don't even care for when fall comes. Like I'm like, okay, where's a pumpkin coffee? Where's a I need it all. But also I'm like, oh my gosh, the end of the year, which is exciting because then it's like it's a new year happening. But then it also like I feel a little down sometimes in fall because I'm like, have
Mm,
I really achieved any of the goals that I set out for this year? And
yeah,
most of the time, this I haven't. But I just kind of be like, oh man, we only have 3 more months left, and then it's a whole nother new year. Like now we're in October, so we only have 2 months left, and then it's a whole nother year. What
hmm
do you guys do for like preparing for fall? Do you have like a special way that you prepare? Like I don't know, for me, like for seasons, I'm like, okay, out with anything that happened in the last 3 months. Now it's like a new, fresh start.
I would
Do you
say
guys feel like that sometimes?
yeah, fall can sometimes get you in your feels because for that exact reason of, it's closer to the end of the year. You start to measure up like where am I at in my life? What am I doing? Have I reached through my goals? So if you feel like that, and this goes for anybody, maybe start your vision board a little early instead of waiting till like late
Mhm.
December, early January. Like start putting it, getting the little poster board and starting cutting out the images that you want to see in your life in the next 12 months. Like starting a little bit early. Start your routines a little bit early. Like don't wait till the end of the year. I think that would be like my best advice. It's just whatever it is that you want to do. Don't wait till then. Just start it now because by then, when everybody else is doing it, you're already in a groove. You're already in like a
Mm,
you're already hitting your stride.
that makes good sense. What about you, Joe? What do you think?
For me, what I actually did this year is when the seasons come, I usually just go outside and I'm like, okay, that's a new season and move on with my life. But this year, I decided to kind of get ahead of the curve. So as soon as I felt as if it was about to be cool outside, I did a lot of fall shopping and bought some clothes, and they're on their way. Hopefully, they're here on Tuesday next week, and y'all be able to see me looking real fresh in my fall attire. But also,
Told you to.
but also, what I have done is what I was thinking about actually is Thanksgiving, like you mentioned earlier, and just the holiday feeling, but more so the holiday pounds is what I was looking not forward to, but looking ahead to. So I thought I need to start planning now. I'm not really a big workout gym person, but I need to be, and I think I would look significantly better if I was. So I started a regiment now. Like Dwal was saying, get started early. Get your resolution started early, and mine is to get back into the gym. So last week I started getting back into the gym. I started eating a little better. I started making sure that I'm sleeping as much as I'm supposed to be sleeping. And I feel after 1 week, I feel, already so much better. And I've lost 3 pounds.
So
So
wait a minute. Do tell. So are you going to the gym? That's good. Awesome. 3 pounds in a week. Like you got me ears are percolating right now. Like what? So what did you going every day? Are you going like um every other day? Like what's your schedule like?
so I enjoy my days off. So I go when I have to go to work. So I go in the morning. I try to get up early. Doesn't always work out, but I try to get up really early in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's early for me because I don't go to work until 12:30 in the afternoon.
Mm,
Um, so I get up early, and the gym is not that far from me. It's a 30-minute walk. So I walk it. I walk there. I do my routine for whatever muscle group I have for that day, and then I walk back. So I have an hour of light cardio, and then I have an hour of working out in the gym. When I come back, I eat breakfast. Throughout the day, I'm eating fruits and vegetables, and my evening meal is full of like vegetables, just because of the fiber. Keeps me full, keeps my stomach from growling all throughout the night. When I leave at 9 o'clock from my job, I'm not hungry at all. I used to want to come home and eat up everything in sight. I don't feel it
right.
anymore. And like I said, it only took about 3 days for that to change. But I want to train my body now so that when these holiday meals come up, because they're coming up. I mean, even Halloween parties have food. Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is coming up, and then I have family members that have birthdays in all three of those months, this month, next month, and December, and they're going to be throwing parties. I'm going to train myself now to make sure that come the beginning of the year, I'm already 3 steps ahead of those people who are just now setting up their resolutions. I'm going to be cute, y'all. I'm going to be cute.
Come on, cute in 2024.
Okay.
Another thing to piggyback on what Dre is saying, since we're talking about getting fit for fall and everything, fall vibes. Um, with that, what he's doing is great because you're also thinking about portion control, so that when you do go to those family gatherings and you see mom making the turkey and the dressing and the greens and the mashed potatoes and all that stuff, all the good stuff, you're like, okay, I can't, since he's already on, like, using Dre as an example, he's already in a space where he is already working out on a daily basis. He knows his limit. He's like, you know what, I can have a little something. And that's another thing for people. Just because it's fall and you're going back to the gym doesn't mean you can't indulge a little bit. It's just portion control. It's all about like, okay, I'm gonna go to this family gathering, but I'm not gonna pile up my plate. I'm just gonna get enough for the taste, and then that's gonna be it. I'm not going in for seconds or thirds or fourths. I may not be doing desserts, but I got enough to like sustain me, to nourish me. And I think that's a great thing, Dre. I think you're doing great. Just continue to do that. I just want to piggyback on that because a lot of people in the fall we forget portion control, and that's why we end
Right.
up adding those extra pounds on, and then we look at ourselves in January and we're staring at the mirror, wanting to fight ourselves,
Exactly.
So what she's saying is, no take homes, like no. But what if you take home some and you proportion it for the next day after?
That's
If you
hard.
feel
This kid, because the thing is with us, and I don't know how you are about eating at family gatherings in the fall. It's like you take that to go plate, because once you get home, there's time in between that meal, so you're gonna get hungry again. So as long as you're not having the same portion in the same day, I think that's good. Like, but it's hard for a lot of people because it's like, let's say you go to mom's house around 4, y'all eat around 5. Sometimes by like 8 or 9, you're hungry again. Especially if there's like a 3 or 4 hour window, you're hungry again. So that leftover plate ain't gonna be moved to the next day. You're gonna try to dip in that at like 2 or 3 in the morning or whatever, whenever you wake up from your induced coma. So, like I said, it's just he's doing. I'm using him as an example because he just mentioned it. It's like just portion control. Like if you're gonna go and take leftovers, make sure that it's left over to tomorrow. Don't touch it. I know it's hard, like intermediate. Like Dre and I had talked about this before about intermediate fasting. So like during the fall, you're gonna like you said, I'm not gonna eat after 8. So that means anything that I eat when it hits 7:30, get it in, get the dessert, whatever it is, because you have only a certain time. Because when it hits 8 o'clock, you don't want to eat because you want that all that food is on your stomach overnight, and it's putting on the pounds. So you may only be able to eat during certain portions of the day or whatever, which will help you not only through the fall but also into the winter and then into the new year. So
Right. And also too, it's good to know to never eat about 2 hours before you go to sleep. So if you try to if you do, because I've done intermittent fasting to where now I really don't even get hungry till about 1 o'clock, but I go to bed really late. So sometimes I have to like remind myself, like just because I'm going to bed late doesn't mean I need to eat up until I go to bed. Like I need to cut myself. If I'm going to go to bed at 10, I need to cut myself off from eating around like you said, like 7, like 8 o'clock. But sometimes, Netflix show be real, and you just be like, I just want another bit, some popcorn. one little thing of popcorn, one little snack, you end up eating a whole bag of popcorn. And like you said, you hate yourself in the morning. It's like, God dang it.
because all the
God dang
fall
it.
shows are out. That's the thing is
They are.
Netflix, Hulu, Prime, all of them know that most likely in the fall, and that's what Dre was saying earlier, it makes you want to stay home. All these shows are coming on, so that means you're working a 9 to 5. 5 o'clock, you're in traffic. By the time you get home, you make something to eat at 7. So you're in for the night, and you turn on the Netflix. It's game time when it comes to food. So it's like all these shows, they know like fall season is like the best season to watch anything because you could binge and be in the house for days. I
Yeah.
remember during the
Yeah.
pandemic, we were in the house for days,
For months.
months. Imagine like starting now and not leaving, coming out of your house until like January, February. That's what I'm saying. It's like the eating part is like in couples with the fall watch list, because all the shows are coming back right now. I 911 got me in a chokehold. Okay, Angela Bassett has me in a choke. Oh, British Bake Off. Worst thing to watch during the fall.
What
You
is it?
at 10 o'clock at night with your little boo thing or whoever you hanging out with, and you watching the British Bake Off. Because the thing is, I'm telling you, it's gonna cause you to put on them extra pounds because you're like, oh, I can make that right now. Hold on, let me get this cake made. And then it be 12 o'clock and you eating muffins with and crumpets and shit. So
Like crumpets.
so the thing is, the food thing couples with what's on TV because it's like you said, Ebs. It's the comfort zone. You're in your comfort zone, so you have to stay disciplined. You got to be like, okay,
Yeah,
if I don't have dessert by 7:30, it ain't happening.
it ain't happening.
Right.
Like, what if you change? Like, I'm trying to work on snacks because I'm a snacker.
Mm-hmm.
But changing those snacks to where, okay, you know what? I'm gonna snack on low calorie dense food. Like I'll have some cucumbers, or
Yeah.
like starting to just cut up bell peppers and just have those just snack. Because what if I don't, like the colorful bell peppers? I like the red and yellow ones, and
Yeah,
just slice them up. Already have them pre-made, like in like little sandwich bags, so I can just pull them and just snack on them. Because it's like, well, at least if I'm eating, it's not
Bad for you.
it's not too bad for me.
Right.
So I add the ranch and cheese.
yeah. I was about to say that. I was like, see, we are on the same page because I'm not eating no cucumbers without no ranch or Thousand Island dressing. I'm not doing it. It's Italian
Oh,
something.
something. And then there's this recipe on Instagram with the cucumbers where you put the soy sauce, rice vinegar, you put a little bit of chili sauce in there, you put a little bit of salt and sesame seeds, and it's bomb. Oh, and sesame oil, and you shake it up. So I've been eating it like that. I'm like, okay, well, let me replace my ranch. But now I feel like my blood pressure is going up. So and I felt like I don't know what to do, but I
Ah,
gotta take a
These
break.
are
So I just
millennial
need to get
problems.
on
man,
a
fall is
break.
for recipes. She's making
Yeah.
recipes in the fall. Okay.
Y'all got like a favorite go-to fall dish?
Okay.
Mm, well, my sister makes no. My sister. Well, all the women in my family. I'm trying to think
One
which
of
one's
them.
the best, and I can't say which one's the best because they all watch. So all of the women in my family make stewed
Mhm.
chicken with all types of stuff, vegetables and potatoes and everything is in there, and it's like not only is it delicious, but it's nostalgic because it was something that I had when I was younger and growing up, and every female in my family, except my younger sister, I don't think she makes it, and if she has, I haven't had it. But anyway, all the other women, they make it. It is delicious. I love it. Every time I want to impress somebody, I will tell my sister or my mother or grandmother, whoever it is, please make some stewed chicken because that is the flavors I need them to leave here with so they can remember
Yeah.
how incredible we are. So, but that's got to be my fault. I mean, it's my all the time dish. But if I'm feeling comfort, that's my comfort food. I think fall is for
Yeah,
comfort. So, yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
That sounds good. That sounds like it's good chicken. It won't be like Jerry Sisters, but it'll be like a beginner's stew chicken.
My invite. I'm like waiting for my invite.
Right?
You deliver. Do you
He
deliver?
needs,
No.
I
he
mean,
has
I'll
two
let you know next time
chickens.
in fact, when they get back, maybe I'll tell them, go ahead and whip that up and have the neighbors on over. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I'm a tip over.
Yeah.
You still need the meatloaf too.
Table.
The meatloaf he cooked, so he owes you 2 meals now.
Oh, why you always
Meatloaf
bringing up
and then
old stuff? You
I
always.
don't know, because just to keep the tab, so we know.
Oh my
When
gosh.
it comes to food, I'm keeping tabs. I'm keeping tabs when it comes to food owed. Food
Let
owed, I'm gonna keep
throw the
tabs.
tabs
Money
away.
owed, I might forget. But food owed, I'm gonna keep tabs. You would have
I'm
definitely put up
done.
2 meals now.
Oh my god. Oh my
What's
god. I can follow.
what's
Yes. Fall is for cutting
yeah,
off people too. Sick of y'all.
we love you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think for me, as far as like fall, so like the Creole side comes out. So my sister usually like around Christmas, fall. Um, I love the. I like my go-to is like the chicken sausage gumbo,
Ugh, I'm so hungry right now.
Mm-hmm.
and it's so good. So what I do is, I put a little gumbo filet in there as like a seasoning, and over rice, and do a little garlic bread or something on the side. It's really like my go-to or jambalaya. Either one is really good. So like that's like, as far as I'm gonna have soup, then I'd rather have like something flavorful. So I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
a chicken noodle person. I like beef stew, but at the same time, for me, with my my side of the family, it's really like more like the gumbo, the jambalaya seasoning. For me, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I put a little saltine
Jambalaya.
in there just to be ghetto.
Oh, that
Indeed.
sounds good.
We're talking about high blood pressure.
Right, right.
Mm.
We just want to raise it up. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. I think for me
Lots
it's
of water.
chili. Yeah, my mom used to always make chili in the like fall time. So,
Oh my gosh, I love chili. I feel like I forgot about foods.
so really good chili just brings me like I just sit there like I'm actually making some tonight.
Uh,
Because it's gonna rain here, and so I'm like, yep, it's chili time. As soon as it starts spraying or get a little overcast, doing the chili, got my cornbread, and I'm gonna try to make a pumpkin cornbread. Like I told you, I'm on a pumpkin kick, so wish me luck.
It's her pumpkin spice season.
there it
Whole
is.
season.
And if she was
So
a
we
spice
make
girl, she'd be pumpkin spice.
If you want to be my
I
latte.
you want to be my latte? I'm done with you guys.
Every time that
I can't.
random song, I love it.
Oh my God, I can't. I can't. Sam, you would be my latte. I can't. Do you
Then,
want to be my
no.
spice? I can't. I can't. I can't.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh my God. So tell us, well, what is the fashion faux pas and what to do with it
well,
this
now
Yeah.
that
this
it's
season?
fall,
Be
we all.
warned.
Oh, what'd you say, sis?
No, just go. Go. Like, what do we do? Tell us, unfashionable people over here.
Okay,
So, what to do?
so we all know that white after Labor Day is not a thing. It's out. No more whites unless you go into a wedding or something like that. It's out. Layers because of the weather. So like guys, I really like hoodies are great, but like I like to layer my hoodies with like pea coats, like very New York style. If you're going out, it's all about the layers. Flannels are still in. It's just, trucker hats, jeans, kicks. Everything's about layers. Sweaters, cardigans. Like usually during the fall, that's what I love the fall because it's like it gives you a reason to get dressed up. You
Mm,
know, there's so
Mhm.
many things to do. You're going to people's houses, you're going to eat, you're going to gather, you may be going apple picking or going picking out your pumpkins or going on a little date night. It just the fall gives you a reason to like dress up. So even with women, like, like the colors of fall are like, neutrals. So that go like I like browns like this, olive green,
mm,
maroon, um what else? Like you don't have to wear black. People think because it's the end of the year you got to wear black and gray and monochromatic. You really don't. It's just you got to wear warm colors. Like don't be afraid to wear like a burnt orange or like a mustard
Yes.
or whatever. Like don't be afraid to like use the colors of the fall into your wardrobe. Um, but like I said, it's just very layered. Like everything is very layered during the fall. Like we have to wear Like I said, you wear a hoodie with a jacket, or you know, the puffer jacket. We're not really in puffer jacket season just yet. Toward the end of fall, like going into winter, like I would say, like end of November going to December is like really puffer jacket season. But like I said, if you're trying to like see what the fall fashions are, I would go online for the guys, go on like GQ, ladies, Mademoiselle or Marie Claire or whatever it is, or Vogue, and just see what you have in your closet. That's what I do every fall.
Mhm.
Go through my closet. Actually, every three. I used to when I was in LA go through my closet every 3 or 4 months. Every time the seasons change, I go through my closet and I do a whole Marie Kondo, keep, donate, toss situation. Because I feel like during the fall, it's a time to kind of purge
Mhm.
everything that doesn't serve you anymore. And I usually start with my closet. So it gives me a reason to like do like Dre, like, oh, even though I have this stuff, this is what I have that I'm gonna keep. What do I need to buy in the fall? So I make a little, get a little tiny little legal pad and write, okay, I need this, this, and that. So that when I go to the mall during the fall, I'm not spending a lot of money because, like I said, the holidays are coming
Mhm.
up. I don't want to not have money for the holidays, but I do want to look good during the fall.
Mhm.
Like, you don't have to break the bank for fall. Go into your closet and see what you already have and just add on to it, and then toss the stuff that doesn't serve you. Like I said, you may have lost weight during the summer or gained, keep a few items just in case your weight fluctuates. But everything that doesn't serve you, anything that you feel like is just holding you back, toss that in fall, and then make a list when you go fall shopping of things you do need to add to whatever it is that's left in your closet that you want to keep. So that's my
That's smart. That's
There you
super
go.
smart. 'Cause I know I got a lot of stuff to purge, but I just be like, I might lose weight. I'll keep holding on to it. 2 years later, I don't know though. I might lose weight. It's out of style, but I paid. What I want. So I
it's
think that's a good.
motivating though. So it's
Yeah.
like it may be a pair of jeans that you're like, oh, I cannot wait till summer to fit back into it. Like Dre said, start or what we've been saying is start your routine now so that by the time May, June comes out, you're like, oh my god, I can fit. Oh my gosh, you know,
Yeah.
hold on to
Right.
one piece of one item in your closet. And you're like, I'm gonna fit. This is gonna look good when I tone up. Everything else that does not serve you, the fall is the best time to let go of it.
Mm.
Because a
Hmm.
lot of stuff is coming. We don't know what the new trends are going to be. We don't know what the 2000, 2024, we trends change so quickly. So that's what I would say for, being a stylist for like my male and female clients, like purge. Go through
Purge.
everything in your closet, go through your house. Hell,
Hmm.
go through your life and just start to let go of shit in the fall. It's about letting go. If it
Yep.
does
I
not
like that.
go,
Just like the leaves let go of the trees.
amen.
Mm.
Preach. Preach
Mm.
it. And I was
Not
going to
you're
ask, that was
better
my
and
next
now you're
follow up.
supposed into your season.
Right. And that was my next follow up when you were talking about the clothes. Like, should we apply that to everything else, whether it's purging relationships, purging friendships,
Yeah.
purging all type of things that don't serve us? You would say that like that's like a good, you
Good time
know,
of the year to
thing
let
to
go.
remember to let it go.
Let it go. Like Elsa said, let it go. And just saying, it's just because it's a time of the year. So it's right before the winter. It's right before the end of the year. Fall is a good time to get your shit in order, get your house in order. You know, people say it's about spring cleaning. F that.
Mm-hmm.
You could clean in the spring, but also clean in the fall because, like I said, you know, the summer was a time for us to hang out and party and travel and do whatever we want to do, as a reward of all the work that we put in through the year. But now fall, we're back to work, people are back to school, people are focused. So you gotta be focused in fall. So you gotta
Mm-hmm.
focus.
Focus
There,
and
there's the
focus and
title.
fall.
That's
I
the
think
title
we
right
should.
there.
We just changed the title. Focus and fall.
Focused in
You
fall.
gotta focus on what you want so that the next year, every aspect of your life, if it's a job that you don't necessarily care for, fall is a good time to be like let me start applying for jobs so that next year I'm in a different position. They hire
Mhm.
a lot during the fall and the end of the year because they want to get their staff for the new next quarter. So
Mhm.
fall's the time to be like, if I don't like the job that I'm in, let me start looking for something else. Let me go back to
Mhm.
Mhm.
school. Let me start online classes. Let me do this. All aspects of your life, fall is the time to get your house in order so that during the winter you can enjoy the holidays. You have something to look forward to in the new year.
Smart. Smart.
You said,
That's it.
Smart. What would you say, to just piggyback on that, when it comes to obtaining your goals or trying to finish out your goals for that year? And this kind of feel like falls into it with like getting yourself, getting everything in order, get your house in order. Um, what what do you recommend as far as getting it through the finish line? Like all of whatever goals that you may not have completed this year, but now you are like 2 months out from the new year and you might want to
move that to the
tidy
top
up
of
and
your list. Move it to the top of your list. Everything that you did not do this year, move that to the top of your list, and everything else that you hope to accomplish in the next year, like rearrange it. Because, like I said, if there's a few things that you can do in the last quarter of the year that you want to get accomplished, focus on that, and don't get
Mhm,
overwhelmed with the whole list either. Because we have a tendency to look at the whole list, like I got to do
mhm,
everything every month. Start this fall. This is the goal that I'm working on this month. Maybe these are the top. And if you're a very productive person, maybe you can knock out one or two or maybe three in that month. But just focus on one goal at a time. We get so overwhelmed, with trying to get everything done that we just become less motivated and then we just give up. So I would say if it's like, for instance, we talked about fitness. If your goal is say, you know what, I'm gonna renew my gym membership and I'm about to hit it hard. Focus on that month of you going to the gym at whatever time it is, morning, noon, night, your food habits. Focus on that as a goal. Because once
mhm,
you get that momentum going, you're like, I'm doing well. Like I'm feeling lighter. I feel more energy. I'm dropping a few pounds. I'm starting to look cute in my little jeans. Then you can move on to the next because that's still working. That goal is still happening. But now you're like,
mhm.
I can tackle something else now. you know. So have patience with yourself, I guess, with the list that you have in the fall of your fall goals. Like, be realistic. Just be realistic with yourself and give yourself grace, and don't get overwhelmed and don't get down on yourself because we're all human. Life happens. You know, one day you may feel like going to the gym, one day you don't. But at the same time, don't give up.
What would you add to that, Dre?
I would add, I am a very big advocate of SMART goals. Do you guys know what SMART goals are?
Mm-hmm.
And if you
No.
don't, I'm gonna tell y'all
Please,
anyway.
yes, please enlighten.
It's an acronym. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time based. So you want all of your goals to meet all five of those criteria. Um, and if you got to write them down. That's my biggest thing. Write them down. You were talking about vision boards earlier. That makes your goals and your dreams tangible, and it becomes more. I don't even know why people do vision boards, but they are awesome and they should be done. But it makes the dream and the goal more tangible, and it's you're looking at it every day, and you wake up and you say, okay, my thoughts are going towards. Is that what it is? Is that why they do vision boards? My
Yeah,
thoughts are going
or
towards
yeah.
You try
that
to
thing
vision,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah,
Hmm.
okay, so you're actually envisioning. I get it now. That's why they call it the vision board. But yeah, smart goals. So for those people who are coming to the end of the year and they haven't met whatever goal they've set for themselves, I would add that if that goal that you've set can be broken down into smaller steps, try to achieve those smaller steps. I know for me, if I don't reach a goal by a set time, I get mad and I'm like, I'm discouraged, I'm over it, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But if my goal um, that I have set for myself wasn't achievable, the A in SMART goals, right? It wasn't achievable in the time frame that I set for myself, then I've already failed from the beginning. So make sure you're setting your smaller goals that you can achieve in a certain period of time so that when your larger goal comes to fruition, you'll know that it was because of all the smaller goals that you've had, that you've achieved throughout the time period. So if you've got, like I said, a goal that you have set for yourself, make sure it's a SMART goal: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time based. If you can't fit it into all of those categories, try again so you can make sure that you can have your goals met at the end of the year.
Absolutely.
That's some great advice. And I get, like, with vision boards, I've tried the vision board. My thing was with it, it was too overwhelming. And again, none of the stuff that was on there was achievable. And just like, this is not realistic for this year. Then
Yeah.
I broke them down into seasons this year. And I just did from like January to March, and then from March to June. So I kind of just kept it very like, let me just do it on a 3-month basis. That didn't work, but I was trying. So I'm gonna try this one, because I feel like what happened with this vision board is I was seeing it every day, but I didn't have anything written down to where I can say, okay, I want to lose 5 pounds this month. I want to change. I want to be in bed. Let me start off with, just for this week, trying to go to bed early versus, okay, I'm just going to go to bed early starting tomorrow, and not give myself that little time frame so I can see the growth. Instead, it would be like, okay, 2 days I went to bed, 3rd day I didn't. So I would just forget about it. So I think that's great with the SMART, having that, just, something small, write it down, make sure it's achievable, relevant, and
Relevant.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like relevance. Some people are trying to achieve these goals that they don't even really need for their lives. They're like, I need to, I don't know, I need to travel to Greece tomorrow. That's not something you need to do for your career or whatever. Just make sure that whatever goal you're setting is relevant to whatever you want to achieve in your life. I don't know why people do that kind of stuff. But achievable, like you were saying, if it's not achievable, like if you say, I'm going to be, for y'all actors, I'm going to be the biggest star in the world tomorrow. That's probably not going to happen. But if you say to yourself,
first, get an agent,
right? I mean,
get some headshots.
There it is. Those are your smaller goals that you set up that you can achieve. And then by the time you're a big star, you're like, man, I can't believe that SMART goal situation that Dr. Dre had told everybody on the internet worked for me. I should probably send him some money in the form of cash sometime soon.
This is where you put up your Cash App handle.
Right, Cash App at the bottom.
Yeah, it's gonna pop up.
Hit me up on the Cash App.
Yeah.
We love that for you. We
right.
See, his goal is prosperity, and then financial prosperity.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this has been a great discussion, and I feel empowered now to go and start writing down my goals, because we got 2 months in this, and we're at the end of the finish line, or for this year, and so it was great. You guys got me pumped up. Now I'm gonna go see I'm gonna go to my closet first. I'm gonna start purging that, and then I'm gonna do a SMART goal. And then maybe my chili. I'm gonna visualize what it is I need to do. So, thank y'all. This has been a great episode of Fall Vibes, and we change it to Focus in Fall. So both of those.
I'm like Raven's come up with the visions.
They come up with the visions. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Brew and Banter. We are trying to get you guys right for fall, so you can start next year already 10 steps ahead. And please follow us on our socials. That's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok at Brew and Banter Podcast. And thank you guys again to my wonderful host. Always drops the knowledge and those rules that you guys need to take and hold close to you. Thank you guys. And we are out of here.
Bye.
See you next week.